Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner with your host, myself, Kevin. How are you doing? Hope you're all well. Hope you had a fantastic week. I hope you are enjoying the beautiful, rainy, windy weather we're having in the UK at the moment. And for all those who are more fortunate around the world who are watching right now, sod you lot. Yeah, sod you. Okay, we had, it was too hot, too sunny to begin with. Now it's too wet and windy. Come on, just give us a break. Let us have just mild conditions with patchy cloud. That's it. That's the perfect weather for a Brit. Mild breeze as well. But you know what? We'll do with what we can, shall we? So, as tradition is, I will go through our early birds and then I want to introduce our very special guest today. So, without further ado, let's have a look and see who our early birds are. So, we have the G, that is the Hyper Sapien. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. We've got Void Captain Bazooka, we got Total Nova, we've got Scroggy Mini Paintings, we've got Tabletop Ready Minis. Ooh, who else have we got going in there? Lots of chat. We got Eddie Outfield Eden. How you doing? We got Lupus Canis, we got Bad Fish. Oh, who else have we got? Ooh, oh, that's it. That's all the people who've actually spoken in the chat. Well, where's everyone else? Come on, say hello in the chat. Don't be afraid. And welcome to the show. All right, so I'm not gonna waste your time too much. So without further ado, here is Mr. Sorry, Mr. Big Mek Danskull.
How you doing, guys? I'm Big Mek Danskull, and it's a pleasure to be here this evening.
How you doing, brother?
Really good, thanks. Really good. I've had a pretty good day, pretty easy day in work. Got up a little early there, but hey, you know that's the life of a lorry driver.
Well, I'm so glad that that I could get you on here finally. So it's been a long time
coming.
Exactly. And you were pretty high on my list of people I wanted to have on my show because we go back quite a few years.
Absolutely.
A few years now. isn't it?
Oh yeah,
In the early
Conquest. When was that out?
misty days of Conquest magazine.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. Was that 3 years ago now? 4 years ago?
Oh, mate, I think it's just over 3 years ago.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and I remember you were steamrolling ahead with your really snazzy green screen reviews of the issues.
Yeah.
And there was me struggling to do review, building, painting, and playing tutorials all individually and trying to get the right mix of it. And I was just like, mate, can you help me out? But it worked out really well. We had a really good team up.
Yeah.
Tons of cross promotion and stuff, and we had a laugh catching up there here and there. But oh my god, was it a sorry state? Like, I didn't even get past issue 40.
Yeah, it's tricky to sort of keep up with it, especially if you are doing it the way you're doing with trying to build, paint, and play everything kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was just basically telling everyone what was in the magazine, what miniatures came with it, and I was doing the easy stuff, despite writing a script and having to mess about with the green screen and stuff.
And you tried a teleprompter as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried a teleprompter, yeah, which was interesting, but it was hard to write the script in a short space of time to and still, even with the teleprompter, you make mistakes. So
yeah,
it's an interesting experience. So definitely doing it that way.
But it was good fun, and yeah, I look back at those hazy days with very mixed emotions.
Yeah,
the burnout was real, and that's why I was a bit more relaxed when it came to the Mortal Realms. Like I knew that the first 20 issues I could hit relatively hard, especially first 10, get that done. But after that, there's no way, because it's those paint issues, like if you fall behind on that one painting issue, that sets you back 2 weeks, and then if you miss another one, you're back 4 weeks. And it's crazy because it's always like you only got 2 new paints, but they want you to go back to the entire collection and paint them again. Like
paint every little bit,
everyone with those 2 colors, and it's just like
If you're following their scheme, it kills you off, doesn't it? Like I was lucky I wasn't following their scheme, but neither was I trying to keep up issue by issue.
Yeah.
So I already I was having little workarounds there. So I'd paint miniatures every now and again and show them off, but not very often.
I really enjoyed your Death Guard paint scheme as well. Actually,
really.
It was you did the off white.
Reminiscent of the Heresy era scheme, but not quite the Heresy era scheme as far as I'm aware, but similar to it. So off white with bronze trim sort of thing. But yeah, I really like that scheme, so I was quite happy with it, and it's really simple as well with the contrast paints when they came out.
So we've already got a question in the chat. Everyone is shouting big love to you and everything. So yeah, let's have a look down, and we do have a question. Where is it? What's on the beard scores, Mr. Gary? Oh, someone's asking about beard scores. I think. They're trying to rate our beards.
Okay. I mean, I've not really. Mine's a bit messy today, but
mine's only just started to fill out, and it's just this bit here, it's all patchy around here, so don't even think about it. But I think it looks smart enough, doesn't it?
Oh, yours looks smart. Mine just looks wild, I think.
Oh no, I think it's great, especially if you forget your mask or something, you could just fold it over. So.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I only got a 5 out of 10. I'll take that.
Okay.
Total Nova has asked about whether or not to build the Hex Race or the Black Knights. That's an interesting question. Depending on what you're building. So what army you want. Hex Race if you're sticking with the Nighthaunt, because and do Black Knights if you're gonna collect the vampires. That's basically it, really. I built the Black Knights a few years back when I got the skeleton horde start collecting, and I built Arcane Black and all that. But then what I did was I used all the spare hex race bits to make spirit host bases.
Yeah.
So it was like boom, job done.
Nice.
Got extra minis for nothing.
Exactly.
And I think I asked right at the beginning, can I replace the weapons for the lances, or do I have to use the weapons it says in the book? Rule of cool, basically. As long as you let your opponent know what you're doing, what they are, it's rule of cool all the way. Really, it's only pretentious people who play by WYSIWYG. But something.
What do you mean? What's wrong with WYSIWYG?
Like there are some things where WYSIWYG is like you need it because and for those who don't know, WYSIWYG is what you see is what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And like small skirmish games, very important. So it stops any shenanigans or the swaps or whatever. But it's also important to let your opponent know in the beginning of the game what something is. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's important for things like tournaments and stuff. Make sure you got the right things, or make it obvious what is what. So if your Marines haven't got the right, if they've all got different bolt guns, for example, like Primaris Marines can all take different types of bolt guns now.
Oh yeah,
but you're actually playing them as all different. You're actually playing them as something different. Then it's best to have them all as one thing and just say at the start they're all this type. They're all heavy bolt guns, or whatever the different varieties of bolt guns are. As long as you make it clear, and it is as clear as can be on the models. Then I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, especially because the bolt rifles, there isn't that much. I mean, before they started doing the heavy bolt rifles and everything, there wasn't really that much variation in the design apart from the scope and the magazine. That was the bit you swapped out.
That was what changed, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's what was good about the easy to build ones. You could get a couple of sprues of those, and you had enough to group them off so that you had a whole squad with the scopes and a whole squad without. But you didn't have the assault bolt rifle because it had the drum mag, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lona in the crowd. How you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, Lona.
I'm
welcoming him like it's my stream here. He's one of mine. Yeah, he's one of my mods on Twitch, and I think he's a mod on YouTube as well. I think he is. He's also a Twitch streamer himself. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Go check him out.
To check him out.
Yeah, I'll be dropping links later on as well for you to check out both Big Mek Danskull's YouTube channel and Twitch channel. And of course, if you got Amazon Prime, you get your free monthly subscription. If you're a bit strapped with cash or whatever, just use that. Subscribe to Big Mek Danskull. Helps him out every little bit as well. I've got them in the description already as well, so it's all set up, man. It's all there.
Appreciated.
That's all right, man. Got to help each other out,
Exactly.
In this economy. Yeah, not is this comedy?
Is this comedy?
Is this comedy? When you came out with that, I was like, in this economy, come on, man. But you're like, is this comedy? And you went off on this whole tangent about whether or not it was this guy on this show that was on stage who was like, is this comedy? And like doing stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was, I read it as, is this economy? And then that came into my head. So I just misread the word in as is. That was the only thing I misread. But then that came into my head because it completely changed the sentence. Anyway, sidetrack there.
I love it. So how has Twitch been going?
Really well.
I know there's been a lot of people getting lost on Twitch recently because it seems like no matter where you are, there's someone shaking their booty, and it can be quite distracting from what you're originally searching for.
I've not had that experience myself, to be honest.
But it's sort of become a whole meme thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. All these bathtub streams and it's supposed to be hot tub streams, but people do paddling pool streams and stuff.
Yeah, the loopholes in the system. Yeah, it's just, you can't hate the players, hate the game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, and how's your YouTube channel doing?
Well, it's good, but it's mainly live streams now. What I'm going to try and get back to is doing a stream this Sunday I should be doing a stream, and then every other Sunday doing a video. So a video every 2 weeks and a stream every 2 weeks, kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, for a long while it's been mainly live streams because with the new job, I started a new job in January. I've just not had the time to film content, unfortunately. So I'm just trying to find my best way to get back into the video production side of things.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you can have a bit of fun with videos. You can on live streams, of course, as well. But so you can do like pre-recorded fun, skits. I enjoy putting skits into videos and stuff like that. So doing stuff like that is a lot of fun for me.
And of course, the best kind of fun is pre-recorded fun.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, pre-planned fun, government approved.
So yeah, no, that sounds good. I mean, it does take a lot of pressure off. I found, because I was like, at one point I was doing 3 videos a week.
Yeah.
Massive burnout from that. And now I'm doing 1 video every 2 weeks with the odd update or whatever, and then of course, like I do my 2 live streams a week as well. I'm tempted to put the Monday one over on Twitch, actually.
Could be worth a try. You never know. Like it's always interesting. However, you would be potentially clashing with somebody there. So you're clashing now anyway. So
it's hard not to clash.
Yeah. It's like because there's that many people streaming. You can't not clash. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's what was I going to say? I'm normally finished quite early anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, my Mondays usually start about 8:30, so...
Yeah, I'm normally finished by 7:30, because I get home and start streaming as soon as I'm home anyway, so...
Oh, there we go. So there's a bit of a gap between you
so we need someone to
and myself, where we can watch Raven Rook's miniatures.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so for everyone in the chat as well, if you didn't know, Big Mek Danskull is also a member of the Chilling War Gamers Network.
Hey!
So if you're familiar with the Discord, then you might have seen his name pop up now and then. And hello, who's that at the door? Okay. Sorry, it's the wife is going off to work now, and the kids are now finally asleep. But I've got to keep the door open and ajar so that I can hear them.
Make sure they stay asleep.
Yeah. No, seriously, they could sleep through it all. Once they're asleep, that's it. Boom. They are asleep. The only time they wake up at night is about 1 or 2 o'clock, and that's to climb out of their bed and into ours, which pees me off, because then I always end up getting kicked in the face or waking up to someone farting in my face. It's such a pain, but it is what it is. They're good kids, really. So yeah, I thought it was the little one who hadn't gone to sleep yet, and I was about to go, wait, get back to sleep, you little, and sort of elbow him back.
Yeah. You've got to drop the elbow occasionally, haven't you?
Yeah. Sometimes like this, other times like that. Anyways, so back to hobby stuff. What are you working on tonight?
Tonight I'm working on some beast snaggers. Couple of beast snaggers. My third and fourth beast snaggers I'll be working on tonight. Yeah.
Oh.
Have you got a picture to stick up, or do you want me to try and show them off on camera?
Hang on, I can get a picture up. Sorry. He's starting to cough now.
Oh dear.
Get the old lappy top out. So I had everything organised and sorted, and then it all went to
I
poo.
can just do it the old-fashioned way and try and hold it up to camera and hope that it doesn't just.
No, we are professional here. We're gonna
we
be,
are
we're gonna have it like on screen, proper.
Two pro streamers are better than one. We should be able to get this right between us.
Yeah, though the chances are like I might end up crashing the stream because the internet isn't the best at the moment.
Yeah,
it is poo.
It always happens, doesn't it?
It's worse than poo. It's like oh no, not that one.
Not that one, silly boy.
There we go. Ah, for frick's sake! All right, log in with Facebook.
Log in with Facebook.
Curse you, Instagram! Oh no, wait. Did you send it on Messenger?
On Messenger, yeah.
Right, go away.
You
Instagram.
numpty. You absolute numpty.
You complete and utter numpty. Oh,
you plonker, Rodney.
Oh dear. Oh man, that's one show I miss watching.
Yeah, my dad. I don't miss watching it because my dad watches it every time I go around. He's watching it. That or Green Grass, the spin-off that came like 20 years after it finished.
Oh man, with what was his name?
Boise.
Boise, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my days. I can't remember. I can't believe I remember all of that. No, I got fond memories of watching Only Fools because like I grew up watching that with my granddad. So
yeah, a lot of people do. Like my cousin's well into it, but I never knew until he got married, and all the tables at his wedding were named after I don't know what they were. They were named after things to do with basically with Only Fools and Horses. So it's yeah. I can't remember what it was though, because I wasn't actually at the day thing. I just turned up in the evening and just started looking at some of the table layouts and whatnot. Anyway, that was a boring side story, wasn't it?
Well, it was distracting enough.
But you managed to do something.
Yeah, sorry, everything's lagging up right now. Like my machine is getting a bit old. I think it's like 7 years old now. Yeah. And I'm running 2 screens off of it. I've got a USB adapter with the mic, 2 cameras, and something else plugged in, and it's like it's only got so much power. I need more power. Though I was watching Linus Tech. I don't know, like it pops up on Facebook all the bloody time.
Does my head in. My head in. But
there is a new modular laptop design that's going to be available. If not now, then already. And you can actually take components out and update it. Whereas with regular laptops, you can't really do that because everything's integrated, soldered in, and everything like that.
Right.
And it's even got slots so you can change how many like USB plugs you have, or if you want the to link another screen or Ethernet or whatever, you can just slide them out, and it comes with like a complement of these different modules that you slide in and out. That would be
no, it sounds good. That, to be fair, I've got a tower, so I'm just weary of trying to upgrade my system myself. I do want to upgrade it soon, though. I keep mentioning it on streams, but I want to start upgrading stuff soon, just so I don't have lag issues and stuff like that.
I do miss having a tower.
Really irritating.
I do miss having it because it's the ultimate like upgradable thing. Not enough power, fine. Just remove the power supply, put an updated, bigger power supply, and job done. You can jazz up whatever you like.
Exactly.
But anyways, we finally got it on screen. Yay!
Way.
So these are the beast snaggers that you're working on.
Yeah, I was working on them earlier on my own stream today, and I'll be working on them during this stream as well. Hopefully I'll have them finished tonight, but they may need rimming in the morning or something. Everybody likes a bit of rimming in the morning. It's the first thing activity, isn't it? Rimming and breakfast.
You can't work up the appetite.
I've set him off, guys. I don't think he's going to recover from that.
Oh no! I can control myself on that one.
Professionals.
Yeah, professionals, of course. Also, I'm sure everyone has noticed. We are not wearing snazzy shirts tonight. We basically stripped down Big Mek Danskull to his bare soul. Mm-hmm. He's just in a tee. I was tempted to put on a snazzy shirt myself as well, but I couldn't find it. So it was like, yeah, that's a shame.
To be honest, I'm doing this for Kev's benefit because I didn't want to outshine him on stream. Now I've already got the light bouncing off my head, so if I put a snazzy shirt on as well, it just overpower the stream, and also we probably get more lag issues.
Actually, I shouldn't do that because that's too much like that. Your pre-breakfast exercise. Okay, so right, so did you want to do the Blue Peter moment later?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
All right, so I'll leave the link there. So we've got.
Because I might not finish these.
I haven't even started yet, and my model is half painted. It ain't getting finished tonight.
I never finish anything though on stream. It's a rule of my streams. I think I've finished probably about 3 models. I've been attempting to paint 365 minis this year.
Yeah.
And of them, I've probably finished about 3 on camera on stream. But yeah,
it's
not many
tough
at all.
Because you got to keep an eye on the chat. You can't ignore everyone, otherwise they're not going to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
But then the whole point of the stream is that you paint along, sort of thing, you know. So.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have to say, I love the fact that you're chugging gin straight from
it's
the
not
jar.
gin. I hate gin. Can't
Why
stand
you got a gin bottle then?
It's not a gin bottle. It's rum. It says Siren's Call. Caribbean Spice Rum. It's in silver against that.
Ah, my apologies. So what is that?
What happened? I bleached the rum, so it's actually just bleached rum.
Oh, okay. It's clear rum. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's just tap water. I just like the bottle as a water bottle I can stick in the fridge.
Well, I drink my my tea from a recycling bin mug.
Yep.
All thanks to Goblin Crafts for sending that to me.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's my bin juice. That gets me pumped up.
You know what? I hadn't even considered that you could refer to it as bin juice, because bin juice is disgusting.
Bin juice. When it's just rained, or if there's something that's gone a bit too soft in the bags and it's leaked out, and you got that little swill at the bottom of the bin.
Bad news. Nobody needs bin juice.
Bin juice. And then of course I've got my big skull mug of water because I'm a heretic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's have a look in the chat because we don't want to neglect them, and then we'll actually get some painting done. So where did I leave it off? Where we're going? Oh, you've told G off. What did you tell him off for?
He's a naughty boy, claiming I'm a Gorka. I am most definitely not a Gorka.
Alright, so apparently I'm only 17. That tracks.
17.
Make fun now, but when I'm 50, I'm going to be so youthful. And you're all going to be wrinkly motherfuckers. So.
I heard it works the other way. So if you look like 60, as I did when I was 16, you just grow into your age. So eventually, when you're 60, you actually just look 60 still. And if you look young when you're young, you just look old when you get old.
No, the reason why you looked young when you're old because you had too much skin and it just wrinkled up, right? And then as you get older, you fill it out with all the snacks and beer and coffee and fags and stuff. So you plump out a bit, and then you look a bit more youthful. It just takes time to do so. Let's see. So, okay, Nova's doing Wraiths then. That's Tabletop Ready Mini said he's finally joined the army of Gork Mork, but he went Gloomspike gets as well in AOS.
Oh, Gloomspike gets. Nice.
He wants them, yeah. G is not doing Cruel Boys until he finishes Gordrak. Okay, yeah, good. He's built the minion now and he's done a few conversions. Ooh. Link us up on Instagram for that. I definitely want to see it. Make sure you use the hashtag THCKev, and I'll be able to see it on Instagram.
Oh, is that your hashtag THCKev?
I'm
Nice.
so bad. I got my own
it.
hashtag. Mofos.
Amazing.
Hashtag
I always fit
THC.
There's always a few hashtags I intend to use, but always forget to use, like non-stop wargaming and stuff like that, and 40k community, and yeah.
Spam the non-stop wargaming one. Let's see. Lono in the crowd. He's built and mostly painted Stormcast from one of the Dominion boxes.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, you're well ahead of many people. I haven't even got the box. Because the thing is, after seeing how Mortal Realms was laid out,
yeah,
and then after panic buying Indomitus, and then eventually seeing how the Imperial magazine's going to be, I'm like, look, there's no point in me getting this box set or the starters, even though I always do.
Yeah,
because in a couple of years' time, I'll have those minis anyway. So I don't want duplicates again. I've got too many duplicates, and it's like not even like to make an army with. It's just spares. So could always sell them, but you know.
Oh yeah. The thing is,
you will not get my precious if you pieces.
The thing is, we always buy stuff and say, oh, "I'll just sell what I don't use," but I never get round to it personally. So it's best not to buy it. Recently,
I did actually have to sell a few bits from Conquest. I sold the Plague Bearer tank and the a few other bits, some characters, the big walkway, the you know, that thing with the weird skull with the claws, like that.
Is it
Magnavant walkway?
Galvanic Magnavant?
That's the one. Because I wasn't ever going to use it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the song that's just come up on my Spotify? I've just got a little bit of music playing while you talk because I'm a bit bored of your voice, to be honest. But the song that's just come up on my Spotify is "Have You Ever Loved and Lost Somebody?" Have You Ever by S Club 7. Beautiful. Beautiful.
You ever? Wow. Really? Go on, sing us a bit then.
Have you ever loved and lost somebody? And I don't know the rest of the words, but I love S Club 7 are quality. Top-notch band.
I know. Hang on. Sing it again.
Have you ever loved and lost somebody?
Sorry.
You know, I can't actually see what you're doing because
I know, because I took my face down, so. But you could hear it, right?
I heard something. Oh. It sounded like you had scissors. Was it a lighter?
Yeah, and I almost set the pop screen off. The pop... It's just such a satisfying sound.
For those watching at home, I'm just there. I'm watching at the same time as everybody else, so I'm about 30 seconds behind Kev. I've not actually got a video.
And it only gets worse as the show lags on.
Yeah.
Is it? How is it coming up on the screen? It isn't lagging out or anything, is it?
No, it's not lagging out as far as I can see now. It's been fine.
On the YouTube app that you're watching.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fine.
That's cool.
Well, I'm watching on Chrome, so.
Oh.
I'm dual screening like yourself.
Oh.
Because I'm a professional streamer.
Yeah. You have to dual screen sometimes, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Otherwise you run out of space. Oh man, like the laptop screen isn't the smallest, but because of the weird shape of it, like I always ran out of space. I couldn't quite get things lined up right. Okay. I know strange request, but could you measure your hex wraith bases, please?
Oh.
You want a live measurement, do you? I haven't got them to hand.
They're on 32s, aren't they? I'm guessing, really.
No, they're ovals.
Oh, the ovals. Oh, the hex rate's the same as the knights.
Yeah.
Right. I've got the.
So it'd be a slimmer one of these, wouldn't it?
It'll be. Oh no, they're in the other room. I was going to say I've got the Beast Snagger Squig Riders nearby, but they're in the other room, so I can't actually do that. Yeah, but they'd be on the same base as them, wouldn't they? I think.
I mean, well, I'm not sure if they're on the same base as the other bits, or if they're on a thinner base. You know,
or like the pill base, or.
No, it's definitely got to be the same as the Dreadblades.
Right.
Definitely. I don't see them being, because they're oldish models, so they would fit on the same base as a Hex Wraith. Not Hex Wraith. Dreadblade Harridan. If that helps. What else have we got going on in the chat? Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Someone said 35mm base. Someone else said 60mm by 3.5. That's a bit of an odd measurement.
60mm by.
No, it would be 60 by 35mm.
Yeah, 60 by 35. Yeah.
3.5.
They look similar.
Is a bit tiny.
They look a similar width to a 32mm base. Just looking at you, hold it up on screen. So yeah, 60 by 35 is probably right according to Boffnet.
Yeah, and hello Boffnet, by the way. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I think that's all of it.
I noticed a question. Noticed a question earlier from Tabletop Ready Minis. Is there any law to say orcs gits can have blue skin? There's no like GW law as it stands now. They all have green skin orcs. However, one thing I'll say is
40k or Age of Sigmar.
Well, 40k. I don't know about AOS because that's a load of rubbish in it. No.
Okay, and hang up.
Bye, guys. I'm going now. No. 40k. They all have green skin. Apart from Tusker Demon Killer, but I'm not sure. But for the most part, anyway, generally speaking, they have green skin. But Death Skulls will paint their skin blue to get more luck because they believe orcs believe blue is a lucky colour. So they'll paint like blue war paint on themselves, kind of thing.
Right. I think in Age of Sigmar it's a little bit different though because they can be races can be affected by the realms that they live in.
Yeah. Makes sense. It's like the salamanders and their planet, isn't it?
Yeah.
That turns their skin black.
So, as a result, you can have blue orcs. You could just say that they're from a really cold region, so it turns them blue. I've actually seen really nicely painted blue orcs with like ice bases and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I bought a load of blue orcs off eBay once. Just shooter boys, 20 shooter boys, and I love the scheme on them. But I painted bits of their skin green to make it look like they just painted the skin blue.
That's all right, isn't it? Anyways, I'm going to actually get some painting done now. But before I do that, I forgot I haven't shared any of this on Facebook. Believe it or not, I get most of my traffic from people just going, "What on earth is this weirdo doing now on Facebook?
What the heck?"
Yeah, what's he doing now? So, if you know anyone who wants to see the show, go share it. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Ooh, Anthony H. Thank you very much for joining us. How you doing?
Well, hey.
And the Orc Boys, hey, what to you, mate? Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, we go. We've got some fresh blood in the chat already. Sweet, and I haven't even shared anything. Blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne. I can only do that once a day. Right.
Where am I sharing?
I'm not that heavy metal. Oh, I need to get off the there we go. Get off the Wi-Fi. So every little helps.
It does indeed. It does. They are right where they say it in the adverts. Every little does help.
Yeah, I'm actually plugged in physically to the modem because there's too much electrical stuff between where I'm located and the modem.
Yeah.
So I've got a 20-meter gold-plated Ethernet cable.
I've got like a 20-meter cable plugging my tower in because my PC doesn't have any other way to connect. It can't connect via Wi-Fi, so I could get something to do it, but I'd rather just
a bit of hardware just to plug in.
Yeah, I feel like though it's going to give me a better connection if I leave it plugged in, so I'll just do it and I trip over the wire occasionally.
It's definitely more stable though. The shorter the cable, the more stable it is. So all right, we are live right now. Don't miss out on our super sexy guest.
Big Mek Danskull.
Me. And some bald beard guy as well. Alright. Can't believe I forgot to share it on there, but I was in such a rush. You alright? Yeah, I had it plugged in the bedroom. Wow, there you go. If only the sum of our problems was I can't find my charger. Yeah. What a world it would be.
I know.
And he's just chilling with a few Jack Daniels, so my spelling's gonna suffer. Apologies in advance. No worries, mate. Thanks for joining us. Let us all know what you're working on tonight as well. Let's get that conversation going. And what are your thoughts, by the way, on before we get into proper Orky talk? Right, you kids, we're going to talk about proper orcs and Dakar and snuffing and gits and you're proper Orky, right? But before we do all that, like, what are your thoughts on the whole controversy of Games Workshop asking content creators who specialize mostly in animations to sort of either come in-house or sort of like just cut it out a bit? What are your thoughts on that?
I have a few thoughts on that.
Yes. My thoughts are
everybody needs to stop moaning. Honestly, it's their IP, it's their universe, it's their toy box, and we're just here to play with it, playing it. Like it's it's not up to. It's great, make your own things and stuff, but if you're going to be profiting from them, then it's their IP at the end of the day. You can write the same stories with similar sort of warriors, but they've got to be different enough, similar genetically engineered super soldiers in space. But they've got to be different enough. They've got to have a different
did that, didn't they?
Yeah, and some people come in saying GW basically borrowed off so many other things to make their IP. But GW have also, 30 years down the line, had the foresight and the ability to try and protect what they've created now. So in a legal sense. Now I'm no copyright lawyer, so I can't comment on that side of things really. But they're doing everything that they legally can do in the capitalist world we live in. To not to get too much about go on too much about politics or anything like that. But in a capitalist world, they're protecting their product basically. So they have to protect it because that's what they make their money from. So if you don't like it, you can complain about it as much as you want, but it's it's only gonna. I don't know. I feel like it's pointless complaining about it. Like it's like complaining about the weather. A lot of people like to do it, but I don't like to hear it because you can't you can't change the weather.
Preach.
So
Preach.
why would you moan about it? If it's raining and you need to go to the shops, just dress appropriately and go to the shops. It's like, just you're either going to stick around, play Games Workshop games, buy the models, continue to buy the models, or you're not going to support GW anymore. You don't have to complain about it. Not on not places where I go to hang out and discuss hobby and stuff like that. Everybody's got a right to complain about what they want to complain about. Like I'm complaining about people complaining now. However, I can only take so much complaining and moaning. It gets really irritating to me. And there's certain groups that I'm in where people I feel have gone really overboard on complaining and become sort of pressure cookers of complaints or echo chambers, I suppose. And it's just people moaning all the time, constantly, when they were before great places to go for hobby content, for people sharing stuff. And I think a lot of the community's been soured by what GW have done recently, and people that were okay with GW before all of a sudden aren't now. But at the end of the day, I think things like this. I watched a video the other day. I can't remember if it was. I can't remember who it was, but they basically said things like this happen in big companies like Games Workshop size companies, happen in companies like this every so often, and they go around in cycles, and like it'll sort of ease off a little bit, and you'll hear of fewer and fewer things where community projects are being shut down. You'll start to slowly see community projects, fan-made movies and stuff again further down the line. But then in 10, 15 years' time, you'll see it happen again, or maybe 5 years' time, whatever. You'll see them have a crackdown. And it's just, one of those things. To me, it's just irritating when everybody starts moaning. I don't like moaning. It's quite ironic that I've been moaning for probably about 3 or 4 minutes now about people moaning. But yeah, it's just, I know everybody likes a moan now and again, but it really gets irritating to me. I'm just here to enjoy the hobby. I'm not too bothered about Joe Bloggs getting his fan-made film shut down, or about somebody having to change miniatures that they were going to have on a Kickstarter and stuff like that. If they're that close to GW's IP that GW feel they need to step in and stop them producing and profiting off their IP, and they then legally, it turns out, can get them to change it, then that's just the way the world works, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always play devil's advocate. Okay, I always sort of introduce, no matter how irrational or how different the opposing opinion is, I always introduce it into a conversation, just because I like to keep a conversation balanced. I'm kind of
basically
I piss people off like that.
You're playing the Jeremy Vine part, so you're just going to give the opposing view now.
Well. I mean, it's at the end of the day, before Games Workshop had the chance to hire animators, have a platform to produce those and release those animations.
Yeah,
they it was fine, because that was something that was it wasn't gonna hurt their income, right? Now that they are making moves to have an actual media app where you can have all like backlogs of White Dwarfs animations released on the regular, like exclusive paint tutorials and stuff like that, they're making every effort to make that as successful as possible. And from a commercial standpoint, having other people who are not paid by you and therefore legally tied to you producing their own content that uses your IP, it can potentially hurt that potential profit. And at the end of the day, they are a company. They have to make money. They got shareholders to think about. They got employees to think about. And people can say, yeah, but look at how much profit they've made. Sure, they made a lot of profit in the last couple of years. They've done a lot right, and so therefore the hard work is being rewarded now. But they struggled for a long, long time. So you got to think how many bailouts they probably got to get through those tough times.
Yeah.
Paying off, right? Then you look at other things that Games Workshop have been doing, and they've been trying to do right by their employees, like giving them the bonuses and stuff like that. And they even, like, during the worst part of COVID, like they even said, look, we're going to give out this free mini to all these freelance stores, just so they can make whatever decision they need to make on that to make a bit of money.
Yeah.
And okay, you can say it's publicity and everything like that, but at the end of the day, it benefits them to look after their employees. And we can go into a whole new thing about whether or not they should just pay their employees more. That's a whole new discussion. I actually saw before we came online that guy from Midwinter Minis has just done a video on it, so I want to watch that and see what his thoughts are on it first. But essentially, you're borrowing a company's IP to profit from. These people who do these videos, they don't do it for free.
Yeah,
they gain a very quick following that ends up becoming profitable through AdSense and stuff, but also through Patreon and as well, Patreon donations, stuff like that. So they are making money from it, even though, like, in a wage sense, it might not be that much, or it might be more. But nonetheless, they're still making money from it. I think that's kind of like you said, you know, these other companies who are doing third party miniatures that are almost dead on point replicas, and it's just like that you can't do. You can do sort of count as and have like things that kind of vaguely similar, like I mean, Space Marine is a hard thing to really be that vague about. I mean, you can just literally have a dude in a big chunky suit, and it's close enough to being a Space Marine because they're quite generic. But you know, like it's just a case of even just changing the name on what you make is kind of a bit and that's also why Games Workshop started doing the second and third wave codex releases for armies, because years ago they used to release a codex with all the miniatures that they were either going to release months down the line or were potentially going to release years down the line. And then you get these third party people go, oh, they haven't made that kit, I'm gonna make it. And then Games Workshop be like, oh well, fuck, they've just made that mini, so now we have to go back to the drawing board, and all that time and money and effort that's been invested in it has to be redirected again. So, and then they have to start fresh on that new kit, and that's why a lot of the older kits took a lot of time to come out, because people like were getting there quicker and just going, hey, look, here's my version of what it should be. With a different name.
With certain things like the Chapter House saga, or whatever you might want to refer to it as. Are you aware of that from a few years ago?
You might have to refresh my memory.
Basically, it was like I think it was an American company. I'm not entirely sure. They were producing small amounts of miniatures and stuff, and they started producing because GW had codex entries that weren't catered for at the time. Like in the Eldar codex, you could take an Eldar Farseer on a jet bike. And Chapter House started producing an Eldar Seer on jet bike, and they had like the spelling as Eldar and everything, not Elder or anything like that. They didn't tweak it or anything like that. And then a few years ago, people hated GW for trying to shut down Chapter House for that. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, I think Chapter House actually won the case, but because they were such a small company,
financially,
it sort of financially ruined them. They couldn't. So basically, they had to sort of really. I don't know if they're still going now with something else, but Chapter House won the case because GW weren't currently producing minis, and that's why in recent years we've seen codexes with no miniatures that aren't catered for. So like your Big Mek with custom force field disappeared from the Orc codex because GW weren't currently making a mini for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been like numerous units disappear from the game because if GW don't have a current mini for it and don't intend to have a mini for it anytime soon, that's why they've been disappearing.
Yeah.
But I can't remember why I started talking about that now.
Well, yeah, I was gonna play devil's advocate, wasn't I? And I ended up like being on your side anyway. But the other side of it could be that these people have spent months, years working on these projects. They've a lot of them probably haven't made that much money, if any at all, to sort of cover the time and energy they put in. They have got a lot of people who are following them. And you know they got projects that they're working on at the moment that have to just be dropped, and all that time and effort that goes into those projects is just wasted. But it's usually, from what I understand, if they are popular enough and if the animations are good enough, Games Workshop have approached the animators and said, look, we really like what you've done, come work for us. And I think there's only been a few cases where they've said no because they were earning more than what they were being offered by Games Workshop. Which is fair, you can say that, and they're probably never going to do 40k stuff again. They'll just move on to something different. But it is just a case of the offer was there. Okay, it's not as much as what you're making now, but it would have been a steady contract to produce a thing. You would definitely have made X amount by the end of it, and you know it's an official licensed product, which you know you can put on your portfolio and say, hey, look what I did. So that has screwed over a lot of animators on the thing, and now people are a bit worried about what will be next. Will lore readers be targeting next? Which I can easily say they never will, as long as you're not reading all the lore verbatim, and you're doing your own interpretation. Like you know, like you can't plagiarize it. You know, like when you're copying someone else's homework, you don't copy it word for word. You change words here and there. You mix up the sentences a bit, and you're good. So there shouldn't be a problem there. But I mean, you know, like another thing that always made me laugh was like, always, without a doubt, in every single fan-made video, in the comments, you will have subscribers saying, "This is so awesome. I wish Games Workshop did this. I wish Games Workshop hired you to do this." Without fail, there will be hundreds of people saying that or something equivalent to it in the comments of those videos. And now it's happening. You got the other half of the people who are like, "Oh, great, Games Workshop are touching it. It's no longer going to be super awesome."
It's the thing is, Games Workshop with their actions will never please everybody, and Games Workshop know that. But just like the community's reaction has been massive. Like sections of the community, at least, are being very, very vocal about their thoughts on it and stuff. So it's just one of those things, I guess.
Mate. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. You wanna come see Daddy's work? Yeah, because mummy's just gone to work. So, here we go. This is Hathor. It's my youngest. Yeah, look. You look at the screen there. Can you see yourself? Or is it too bright? Can you see yourself there? I'll move that out of the way. There you are.
Too bright.
Too bright. Oh. Didn't your heart melt at the sound of his voice?
Oh.
You're like Elmo, aren't you?
I can see him now. He's just come onto my screen now.
Yeah.
So it's about a 30-second delay, isn't it?
Alright. So, you want to wave? A wave at the screen over there? There we go. Alright. And did I wake you up? I'm sorry.
You're
It took
too
forever
noisy,
to
mate.
get you to sleep. Yeah. Don't worry. You can have a bit of fun with Daddy then. Yeah. Daddy's just talking to his friend and all the people who put up with him for 2 hours on a Friday. Yeah. This is what Daddy does. But you can't hear him, can you? Right, I'm gonna pass the headphones over to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Big Mek Danskull.
Stand down a bit. There we go. You being shy? Yeah. You want Daddy to take it back? Yeah. All right. There we go. Just get a little shy.
The man's got a funny name.
Yeah, you see, that man, he's called Big Mek Danskull. Sounds like
Very
a cartoon
strange name.
doesn't it? Yeah.
He chose it himself.
Yeah, he made up his name. But you didn't make up your name, did you? No, you got a very good name. You're named after the strongest man in the world.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which is really ironic because he's tiny for. Like his brother is huge for his age.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like not fat or anything. He's taller. He's broader. His bones are denser. And this one is like on the scrawnier side.
Just a little fella.
Oh yeah, mate. But you're gonna outgrow everyone once you hit 10 years old. Be a lanky git, won't you? Yeah, you'd be really tall, like a beanstalk. Yeah. 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 Let's have you on that. There, let's see. Can you see you on the camera there? So there's the camera there, but you're on the screen there. Do you want to wave to everybody? No. You want to say wah? No. Okay. That's alright. So yeah, sorry everyone. I know it's it's quite different to Josh at the pickle jar when he has Loki the cat pop on his lap, or when Elston has Loki the dog pop on his lap. I have Hathor, the nemesis of Loki by virtue of name.
Oh yeah.
Mine can talk. Take that.
Boom.
Boom. And he sits on my lap so nicely as well. He's not putting his butt in my face or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's not even licking your face. Like Elston's Loki.
Yeah, see? I'm winning. No fluff either. No fur. It's great.
No floof. No floof.
No
He doesn't shed.
No.
Perfect.
You're doing well with your potty training as well, aren't you? You almost completed it, haven't you? You say completed it. No, okay.
I bet Spud's not even completed his potty training yet.
No. Big ginger bearded baby. Do you want some water?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then. Look at this. Look how big the mug is, Tim. Go on. Go on. You don't want some water? Oh, because I made him self-conscious. Look, the funny man has got a big bottle. Yeah, look, I'll take that off and I'll yank the sound up so we can both hear you on the headphones now.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
There we go. Do you need
speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Spudderoony?
Yes,
You
my
alright?
G.
All good? This one just woke up. Like, I was being a bit loud. Now he's
Spud,
not going to go to sleep for like the next 3 hours.
Rumor has it you've not completed your potty training yet, Spud.
Yeah. You're getting outclassed by a kid who's turning 3 in a couple of weeks.
I think with his job, Spud's used to being outclassed by kids.
Love you, Spud.
Look at you trying to cozy up to him.
Yeah, man. Because like once Pickle becomes like the international superstar, and he's off on his yacht, like around the Caribbean, live streaming and stuff like that. Like pulling out a proper Mr. Beast sort of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna need a replacement.
Gonna need a third.
Yeah, and I don't want Mr. Spray Black Studios to appear. We got to keep it within the UK.
Yep.
Can't have some Aussie guy.
Can't have an Aussie involved, can you?
I mean, viewers won't understand.
You're gonna struggle to make the shows, isn't it, with the time difference?
Yeah. Hey Adam Dodge, how you doing, man? Good to see another quality guest doing some pro bono charity work. Oh, well,
It's getting the big names in, isn't it?
When you need charity, you're not fussed where it comes from.
I'm not sure, if you a lot of Twitch streamers, they do charity streams and stuff, but a lot of charities don't want your money. You have to. A lot of people in the mini wargaming area just go for Mind because they're the easiest to work with. So yeah, you'd be surprised. Some charities don't want Twitch streamers involved.
Wow,
strange people.
I guess I don't know. I guess maybe there's some negative connotation to it.
Yeah, probably.
Who knew?
We're a rambunctious bunch.
So yeah, apparently there's too much sexiness in the chat at the moment. Kev's trying to get promoted. Yeah. Of course, man. Of course.
Be asking for a raise next.
Myself and Josh, we joined the network around the same time, and yeah, it was like a flip of a coin who was gonna be the next one on.
Yeah. How did the interview go for you? Was it? Did you get any feedback from it?
Oh yeah, they just said, look, we're not saying it's you, but you need to change your personality a little bit, and then we might think about it. Maybe drink more of the YouTube milk, YouTube breast milk, and then I'll be able to grow.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Alright, mate. Are you relaxing now? You got your feet up and everything, haven't you? Have you seen what Daddy was going to paint before you barged in? It looks like a werewolf. It's called a Varga. Yeah. So it's not a part-time werewolf, it's a full-time werewolf. Yeah. What do you think? You like it? Yeah, there you go, Adam. The man himself. Little Hathor.
I don't know. It seemed like you were leading him into that answer.
What? Look, it's all about networking,
Is somebody looking for a sponsor?
I've got to keep them all sweet, So yeah. So no, yeah. At the end of the day, where was we wrapping it up? Yeah. At the end of the day, it is Games Workshop IP. They can protect it however, whenever they want. They could do whatever they like with it. It's their property, and it's silly to rage about it when you're not directly affected by it. Just it's not to say that you can't have your opinion, you can't have your feelings, and that they don't matter. It's just that you can't just go around shouting in everyone's face like they have to hear it.
Yeah,
people have an option to hear you out, just like you have an option to be vocal about it. You know, and that's the brilliance of having the level of freedom of speech that we do have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's people are always going to want to shout when they feel hard done by, don't they? But there's also times when you can choose to just sit back and take a breath before you shout about something.
Yeah,
and I think people need to do that a bit more, maybe, in my opinion.
I think as we're going on, like people are getting shorter attention spans, but they're also becoming quicker at reacting to things. There's a lot of shotgun reactions going on.
Absolutely.
And if they just like step back and just like looked at the whole picture and just went, you know what, yeah, this sucks and it's unfair for some people, but you know what, it is what it is. It's their thing.
Yeah,
you know,
precisely.
So yeah, I think it's a very fun. There's always you know what, whenever these controversies come up, it's always a vocal minority like that cause the most disruption. It's always a minority of really loud people hitting the caps lock on everything, and the majority of people, they're just like, all right.
Yeah, can we just get on with the game now?
So Adam is hiding. He's gone to bed early to hide from his 4 kids. Right. You know, I was safe and sound, but this one just didn't want to stay asleep.
He found you, sort you out.
Yeah. Kev was hiding as well, but he started singing Korn in Blood Metal. And now he's woke the fam. You know what? That probably was it. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Was that good? No. Should I sing it like this? Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. No. Oh, okay. Should Daddy sing at all? Oh, you like Daddy singing? Was that
what
yes
songs?
or no? That was kind of in the middle. Do you like Daddy singing? I got a fan. And that's one. The mini hobby corner was doing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah. So this one didn't want to go to sleep for a long time. We finally got him to sleep. It was like literally 10 minutes to the show start, and then I woke him up anyway. And of course, the wife, she's gone off to work, because she's doing an all-nighter tonight. So, you know, it was like perfectly timed when I got the show, and I haven't got someone to just shove a tablet in front of the kid in the bed. Which is the point? Do you want your tablet?
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame there's no battery on it.
Oh, that was brutal.
That'd be really. I can't leave it. I don't want to leave everyone because, you know, they'll get disappointed if I. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Will everyone be all right if I just leave it with Big Mek here?
Oh yeah.
To waffle for a moment, and I just get the kid's little tablet so he can keep himself preoccupied. That's
absolutely fine.
Yeah? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna sit in the bed? Yeah? Alright. Alright, people, I'll be back in a moment. Just imagine elevator music. Come here. Right, I'll pop you down. Alright. You show me where it is? Yeah. Welcome to Big Mek Danskull's live stream.
Featuring occasionally Kev from the Hobby Corner. So, guys, what are we all up to today? Didn't know GW has been mean again. Not seen it all over Facebook, YouTube for the last few days. Well, I got news for you, Spud. Got news for you. GW being mean again, mate. Oh, yeah. Let's move on from those issues now, though, because it does my head in, frankly. you may have gathered that from me moaning about the moaners earlier. But people have always got opinions on stuff. What's everybody up to this weekend? Are you getting some hobby done? Are you chilling out, or are you doing lots of work? I'm lucky enough to not work weekends. I am going tomorrow to the park. Going to the park to meet a friend who's come up from Cornwall for the weekend, and she brought her kids with her, and I think she's brought her husband with her as well. I said that on my stream earlier. I feel like I'm repeating myself now, but hey, this is a new stream. Yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I think I might be going to the cinema later on as well to see something, but I can't remember what. What films are out at the minute? I've seen Black Widow.
It's not
so it's
charging. No.
Oh no, disaster. So yeah, saw Black Widow last week before. I don't know. I've seen it recently anyway. And I went to the cinema to see it. So I helped out Scarlett Johansson, and I gave her a little bit more money from the box office tickets. Although technically I didn't, because I pay for a Cineworld card every month. Yeah, it's Sunday. Oh, I tell you what I'm doing on Sunday. I'm doing going into town, into Manchester, to see not see so much as experience an orchestra that's playing Disney songs. Amazing. Going to be amazing. I hope. It's probably going to rain, but we'll see. Fingers crossed we'll be undercover. Making what I'm hoping is a last bit of detail for the ex-Tech Marine later on. Oh, nice one. Suicide Squad looks good. Hey, that's out today as well, isn't it? I don't think that's what I'm watching, though. It is the Big Mek Danskull live stream. What am I watching? I'm gonna have to check now. Oh, I know what I'm watching. Jungle Cruise. Let me tell you a story about Jungle Cruise as well. If you were on my live stream, I don't think anybody in here was on my live stream really, but I'll tell you a story in a second. Anyone remember when Warhammer 40k had a metal band bolt gun and something wasn't it? Had a metal band bolt gun or something. Oh yeah, they used to bolt thrower. Yeah, they used to. Warhammer used to have a band that did music for them, didn't they? Yeah, I'm vaguely aware of that, but not too up on it myself. So yeah, my thing I was going to tell you about in relation to Jungle Cruise is I had a dream last night, or the early hours of this morning. My good pal Dwayne the Rock Johnson came to stay with us. Like, I say us because I was living at my parents still, I think. But yeah, he came to stay with us, and then he needed some water, some bottled water. So we took him to Aldi to get some bottled water, and yeah, he's got this bottled water that's like a massive bottle of Evian, basically. This is what it's like on my streams, guys. So if you don't like random stories about weird dreams, you're not missing anything. Yeah, so it was a strange dream with the rocking.
Hey, I'm back.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, he's settled. I ended up giving him my phone.
Oh man.
Yeah, I trust the kid. It's all right.
I hope you've got a charger for that.
I know it's got plenty of battery on it. That's
right,
the
okay.
one saving grace of the phone. Decent battery.
One saving grace. Everything else about it's rubbish.
Cameras were alright. But because it's a Huawei phone, like after like 6 months of me getting it, people were like, "Oh, all this nonsense and security stuff going on in China, we're going to reduce the functionality of the iOS or the Android thing that's in it." And it's like,
got a decent camera though, hasn't it?
decent. Yeah, that's what I do a lot of my recording with.
What's the mics like on the Huawei's? Are they all right? Do they pick up enough, or do you plug in your mic anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I plug in my mic. I don't use any filters or anything on it. I just record straight to it, and like I've got the gain on here anyway. I always turn the gain right down, and I get real clear audio. It only goes a bit funny sometimes if I jiggle the cable or if I mess with the gain or I'm not close enough and I don't talk straight into it like this. So that's why you see me sort of lean closer into it when I'm in camera. Yeah, it's not bad actually. But I got my upgrade next month, so I'll be going back to Samsung.
Yeah, I've got a Note 10 Plus, which I use for all my all my recording that I don't do anymore. But yeah, I recorded my last video with it, which was out last week. So it's been fine for me. I do plug my mic into it now as well, like yourself. I don't have any knobs to twist on my mic though, so it just it's as it is. Peaks out a little bit, but I just turn it down on the editing.
Well, it's always a bonus when you don't have to twist any knobs.
Exactly. You don't want your knob twisted too hard, do you? Otherwise, you might break it.
Exactly. You know what? There's a point when it stops being an innuendo and it's just outright filth.
Well, one man's filth is another man's joy.
Oh dear. I just had a flashback to
Oh, what?
What
An
was
experience as a young boy?
No, that TV show with Billy Piper as the hooker, and like one of her jobs was this guy who got off on food, and she like dumped a bunch of baked beans down his pants. Like,
oh yeah, nice.
And he just was
Oh.
So yeah, let's just see what else going on. What did I miss? The Big Mek corner.
Not a lot. Oh, I told a story that you'll never hear now.
But I can always rewatch.
Yeah, you'll have to rewatch. You got to get them views up as well, haven't you? So
yeah, exactly.
Rewatch at someone else's house
just to get over the line. Actually, like I've finally gone past the big mountain of watch time that I accrued this time last year. Yeah. When I did my 9-day straight streaming thing with the run up to Indominus. And yeah, my watch time just went. And I was like, I was so close to finally getting past that line, and then like, because I'm not one of these people who thinks, once I'm officially partnered and monetized, I'm gonna roll in. I'm not gonna earn pennies. Like, I'll be lucky to earn pennies. It's the extras that come with it. Like, you know, then you start getting promoted more by YouTube because you're being advertised on, and you know, that opens up your channel more to being viewed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I want to share my makeshift knowledge of the hobby as much as I can.
I think it's important. Everybody shares the knowledge of the hobby. Like there's always going to be somebody that's doing something that you've never seen before, you've never learned before. So it helps. If it helps somebody, then it's an exciting thing, I think.
Yeah. Someone asked, Void actually said, why buy a China phone? Crazy, get a Motorola G7 Plus, works charm, decent camera, big battery, not Chinese, and it'll be even cheaper now than when I got it cheap. Bingo.
My dad loves Motorola's at the minute. He just keeps getting Motorola after Motorola. Go on.
My wife actually got a Motorola, and it's a decent little phone. It was quite cheap, but it's got like a crazy big battery on it. The only problem with that battery is it takes forever to charge it fully. So it's definitely a leave it in overnight sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's decent enough. But because I went for I did such extensive research at the time before I went from my Samsung phone over to the Huawei, and it was literally the camera was the big factor, because it was the only one at that time that had 4 cameras on the back.
Yeah.
So you had the wide view, the sort of panoramic view. You had really good zoom in. You know, the resolution was really good as well. And then like the selfie camera was pretty decent as well, though that didn't freaking matter anyway because I cracked the screen within 2 weeks. and, you know, it's only a tiny little crack, but it's just like this hairline crack that just ran right at the bottom, just on the periphery of the camera. So you get like a bit of light glare pick up on the camera, which you know, like people use filters to get that kind of effect, and it's kind of cool sometimes, but other times it just is like the camera's out of focus.
Yeah.
You bought wrong, Kev. China wrong. Oh no! Please tell me that was a spelling mistake there, mate. That was just a bit too on the nose. You bought wrong, Kev. China Wong. Wow. Just wow. Anyways, so what were your thoughts on the Beast Snaggers, man?
I love them myself. They size-wise and stuff, the scale's a little off when you compare them to boys, but they're bringing new boys out soon and stuff. Just like the head sizes, the head's a bit small compared to the rest of the body, sort of thing. Well, compared to the other boys and knobs that have gone before. But they are they're reasonably big and stuff. They're stood a little bit more upright than the boys. But I think they're close enough that they fit in with the boys. You can get away with having them in the same army as the current boys, or if you want, upgrade your entire force to the new boys when they come out, and then they'll be even closer in terms of scale and everything.
Yeah, I mean these are supposed to be sort of what, Orc plus. They're like, you know.
Yeah,
like
these are Primaris
feral...
Orcs basically. So to put it in simple terms that a lot of people don't understand, like Primaris Orcs. So I do have the codex to one side, so I can compare the stat lines if you want. But yeah, effectively, I think they're a little bit stronger than boys, or something. I can't remember.
Oh, I got the other song in my head now. Makes me a little bit faster, makes me a little bit harder, makes
That's
me
beautiful.
more stronger.
You know he's
made me a fighter.
He's not in the room now. You don't have to sing for him anymore.
Oh.
Or have you got him in the other room watching you on stream?
No.
Because you need to get that views up.
No, he's got Netflix on the kiddie one.
Okay.
So
I'll believe you this time.
No, I haven't got him on watching me because he'll just get bored of that quite quickly. Actually,
yeah, I know. It is a boring thing to watch for a kid. This
it is
not this stream in particular, but just watching
just
someone
shoot
paint
yourself down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a boring old
particular
fuck,
stream is this is a highlight of your year. This stream, but
well,
yeah,
I mean, it's close. It's in the top 10.
Yeah, obviously, just painting miniatures in general on stream is pretty boring. I know my godson doesn't really watch my YouTube much because he finds my videos boring. They want, like, young kids especially want something. Bam! Here's something crazy. Woo!
Yeah, and there's
like,
ridiculous sound effects always on. It's to keep the attention, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I hate is when the kids get onto YouTube and, like, of course there's the kid version of YouTube Kids, and it's, you know, half of it is, you know, the colors, alphabets, little nursery rhymes, stuff like that. It's cool. And like exploratory stuff, and then the other half is just people opening up toys in front of the kids and then playing with them, like doing little scenarios and stuff, and it's all like, wow, and then you hear like the crowd clapping, and then like ding 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 ding, boing, do 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 do, and all that. So I was just like, oh, this is doing my night, just turn it down, God damn it.
For an adult, it's just like sensory overload, isn't it? But for a kid, it's like, like they know how to respond to it because they're being told how to respond to it by the noises on it and stuff.
He types. Sorry, Adam's saying he types with a speech impediment. Don't call him out for it. Sorry, go on.
I can't remember what. Oh yeah, like kids are constantly learning, and I think that's why they like videos like that, because they know how, like something with a laughter track or something. They know how they're supposed to react then, so they feel like part of a group reacting maybe.
Oh yeah, but canned laughter is the worst because it's not teaching you it's teaching you like the cue of when to laugh for a joke or something funny, but it's not teaching you a sense of humor.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, oh, ha, 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 everything's funny, ha, ha, ha. Amazing, wow,
Wow.
wow,
Wow.
Oh man. Oh, what's that song that's been like knocking about on Instagram a lot lately?
Is it from TikTok originally? Do you know?
Probably. Wow. I see you like to dance.
Oh, is it?
Oh wow,
I
you really can dance or something like that.
You can. I don't know to be honest. I don't spend. I mean, I do. I get stuck in like Instagram holes all the time. Normally,
it's the worst,
normally it starts with cats for me, and there's just loads of cats. I love cat videos. Like I love cats, so I'm one of those men that loves cats.
Oh, there you go. Always chasing the pussy on Instagram, though.
Whoa! That took a turn.
Excuse me. You started off the show talking about rimming before breakfast.
Wait, you got to rim before breakfast because then it's dry by the time by the time you finish your breakfast, and you can take pictures of it. So you need to do. It's the activity in between that matters, really. So the breakfast just takes up a bit of time, and then you can take pictures. That's why I like to rim before breakfast. Wait for that thing to dry.
And you think that wasn't the crossing point, but me saying that you getting stuck looking at pictures and videos of cats on Instagram, aka chasing pussy.
Whoa!
There we go. Ah no, he said the P word. Oh dear. No, it's not the push pineapple apple pen song. No, it's like, wow, you can really dance.
You can really
wow,
dance. Yeah,
you
I
can
know
really
the song,
dance.
but I think it's from a little while ago. I think not to
Hit it.
I think you're a bit behind the times, Kev.
You know, like it takes a while for stuff on TikTok to find its way on Instagram, and then actually
yeah, it does, yeah,
circulate.
To be sure. But to be fair, I wasn't when I was originally seeing that. It wouldn't have been on TikTok.
That's true.
It would have been on Instagram for me, I think, because I've not got a TikTok account. I watch videos occasionally, but not religiously or anything. I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. I just go for two people.
Yeah, you know what? I think TikTok is a whole world in itself, right? It is like
crazy.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Version of entertainment, it was like I never got into Snapchat, but like Snapchat was like Instagram but quicker. And then the Chinese were like, so that we could do it even faster, let's do 10-second videos instead. And there we go. So I was caught on the cable. And yeah, like it fits perfectly with the attention span of people these days, because everyone just like like they can watch a 10-15 second video as long as it's entertaining enough. They won't just scroll past it.
Yeah.
And now people are making thousands a month on it.
I know. You know what the frustrating thing for me is? When Snapchat first came out, I was doing stuff on Snapchat like people do now on TikTok.
Really?
And like they get thousands and thousands of views. It's like I could have been a TikTok god, but not to big myself up. But I actually thought about downloading TikTok before. I was watching Orky and her stream. Let's Make It Orky on Twitch. I was watching her, and I said like I should really download an account because I always catch up on Orky stuff on TikTok. The TikTok Warhammer community is actually quite a wholesome place, I've heard, according to Orky anyway. And
I've seen some videos. They seem alright.
yeah, and I said to her like I should really download it because I view your videos, but they count for nothing because I'm not in the app. But apparently they do count even if you don't have the app. It's just yeah, they just can't track you and stuff like that. So they don't know who's watching, and you won't get a For You page or anything like videos suggested for you. But yeah, it's. But yeah, I said I should download it, and I have been toying with the idea of downloading it and sort of testing the waters. But I'm not entirely sure what I'd put on there because I did my first ever short when the Kill Team box was revealed on YouTube. So I'm sort of toying with the idea of occasional short form content, like a couple of videos a week or something, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly where I fit in that in terms of as a content creator. So I'm a bit and ahhing still.
See, what puts me off TikTok is it is another distraction from
Absolutely
what I'm doing now, and then on top of that, it's I don't know, it's the old is anyone actually going to watch that stuff, you know? And how can I format what I do into a 10-15 second video that's going to get watched? And like I've had ideas and stuff like that, but I just, for me right now, it's not viable, like just time wise alone. Yeah, no, I mean, it's TikTok is something else, you know. I mean, I barely even do like a video on Instagram.
Yeah,
you know, like it's been very rare. The most recent one was me warning people that my account got hacked and was spamming everyone, and to just tell them how to like avoid it happening to them. Like, and that was it.
Yeah, I clicked the link on that, but I didn't put any of my details in. I messaged you back saying I'll check it out later.
Yeah, you'll be safe.
So,
but it was just one of those things where like it was so random because this person that sent it to me, they have asked me about looking at things before, so I was like, okay, I'll have a look.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look.
And then it redirected me and was like, oh yeah, can you just log in onto this thing? And I thought it seems a bit sus, but you know, like worst case, I'll just change my password.
Yeah.
And then I logged in, and then it came up with some random stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm sodded. So I changed my password, and I thought that should be the end of it.
Yeah.
But the problem is, because I entered my details in, the person who did the spam is now logged in, and they have an open portal now. So as long as they don't log out, they don't have to chase the new password because they're still logged in. And I didn't realize that until 2 days later. Everyone started getting spammed, and I didn't know until I got a message because I have most of my notifications turned off on Instagram. Otherwise, it keep pinging all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, oh crap. So I'm quickly like trying to tell everyone, like every 30 seconds, there's another 10 or 20 people with the message being sent to, and I'm trying to go through it and just copy paste this. Do not click the link. Do not click the link. Do not click the link. And I was thinking, there's got to be a fast way of doing this. So I went, because I was like, I changed my password. How did it still happen? So I went into my security settings and I checked the login activity, and there was London, where I was at the time, and Dubai, and I was like, I'm not there. Click that, log out. So I basically kicked him out.
Yeah.
The spamming stopped instantly. But as soon as you log out from the login activity, it automatically asks you to change the password.
Yeah.
So did that, job done. And then I just had to go around apologizing to like 200 people. And then slowly deleting the message to all those who didn't receive the message. But there has to be a quicker way of doing that. Like,
yeah,
you know, like if you delete a message, it should come up with like, do you want to delete this for everyone that you sent it to?
Yeah. Take forever though.
Yeah, it bloody did. I wasted a couple of hours just slowly, you know, like I had to keep putting the phone away because I was traveling at the time. But
yeah.
oh man, now I've you can't see this. I'm sorry, but it looks so fun. I'm gonna add other flesh tones on top, right? But I just needed like a pinky flesh tone to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like I've just gone and put Lippy on the Vargar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Know, right?
Just seeing it now.
Kind of reminds me of Gremlins 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Adam's got it right. I do play it on Saturday morning during family time. All my live shows. So yeah, gotta get the watch time up, right?
Exactly.
I'm going in with Cadian flesh tone over it, so it'll be safe. Don't worry. What is it? Social media has definitely become too much of a distraction. Tomorrow I'm quitting almost everything so I can just spend a few months flat out sculpting and preparing for the next Kickstarter. Sweet. I can't wait to see what you get up to, man. I know you've discussed some interesting ideas. You've kept a lot of the cards close to your chest. So yeah, I'm excited to see what you do. Are you familiar with the Pagan Miniatures collection?
Yeah, I've long been a fan of the sculpts and everything like that, but I've just got too many minis to go after more like that, because I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't use them in a game or anything like that. So I'm all right buying new GW minis or new Orc minis, even from third parties and stuff, because I'll use them at some point in a game.
Yeah.
But I think after my 365 painting challenge, so this year I'm trying to paint 365 minutes in a year. I think I might mention that earlier. I feel like I'm repeating myself.
I feel like at some point you may have mentioned it.
Yeah. Anyway, after this year, I might open myself up to new miniatures again at some point. I'm trying to limit the number of miniatures I'm bringing in this year as well. So I have eyed them up in the past and been like, they're really nice, gorgeous looking minis for sure.
Yeah, I really do like them. A lot of dynamic poses,
yeah,
a lot of detail. Honestly, like if the entire range was in plastic or like, you know, sturdy resin, I would 100% like just buy the entire range, because like I like the things with metal minis. I like the weight of it. I like the feel of it. I like the detail of it.
Yeah.
But it can sometimes be a bit of a pain to build. And that's my only gripe with metal minis is if I dropped a plastic one on the table, it just bounce all over the place. Very rarely break, unless it's the bloody night haunt, those spindy things. But metal ones, like, unless you pin it, it's you drop it, something's going to come off. That's paint chipped, and it's like, oh, my baby.
Exactly.
But that being said, I really like these minis. So, and half of mine are resin as well, and the other half are metal. So I've got a good mix there.
Did you choose, or did they come as basically as
I
as
was
you got them?
sent them by Mr. Adam Dodge.
Right. So you
as a good, like a goodwill gesture and a taster, and yeah, no, like I haven't got anything bad to say about them really.
Yeah.
And that's not just because I got them for free. Like, I even bought the STLs, so you know, like I paid up money because I have faith in the product, you know. So
Yeah, I've not painted any metal minis for a few years now, so I'm a bit. I mean, I painted one probably about 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. And it's a different experience, but it's not too foreign. But yeah, like you said, if you drop it at all, and I think you've just got to. Sometimes it's just like you've got to go hardcore with the varnish and stuff, to avoid chipping issues, and
Yeah,
you have to do a few little extra things that you wouldn't have to do with resin or plastic minis.
yeah. Like the last time, oh man, like the last time I actually worked properly with metal minis was back with Battle Games in Middle Earth,
Yeah.
and like the occasional Space Marine. Like it had like half the kit would be plastic and the other half would be metal.
Yeah.
And that was it. So I mean, it's refreshing. It's nice to have a change of pace and stuff, but it is a different medium to work with. So you kind of have to approach it slightly differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Now, I've so what I did was I did I did Screamer Pink. Oh no, sorry, Pink Horror. Because I just grab paints and I just start painting. I don't really plan it out. Gunstar Hero, how you doing, mate? Glad to see ya. Got the Cadian Flesh tone after that, and then I put Pallid's Witch Flesh over, and now I'm gonna glaze it with some blue, because I got like a greyish blue hue to this. I believe it was Stegodon Scale Green, which is more like a grey blue anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's a blue, isn't it? Yeah. Elias.
Yeah, that was my first layer that I dry brush everything with. So if I make a glaze out of it, put it over, that bit will sort of tie in a bit. FYI, there will be a game coming for the range as well. Yes, there is. Going for the hard sell.
Very nice.
And yeah, you know what? Like, how can... I don't know, actually, Vargar don't count as trans anyway because they don't transform. They're always perpetually in werewolf form, aren't they? So...
Yes. Well, I'm led to believe that due to something you said earlier. I wasn't aware of that until you said
That's
it. That's
my understanding of the difference between Vargar and werewolves.
And just
You
a
know,
regular werewolf.
full moon, and Vargar are big scary man wolf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the email about the 40k Imperium coming in the 25th of August and a free mug. Yes, I haven't mentioned it yet, but yeah, I mean we already knew it was going to be the 25th of August, because a good friend of mine, at Faux Hammer, Mr. Ross Graham, you might have heard of him. He gets all the information directly from Hachette for this magazine series now, and he pretty much said so. I think like a couple of weeks ago now. It's definitely going to be near the end of August, so that's good to know. The free mug though is a nice little addition. So if you had already signed up to the free trial before, what they did was they sent you the first 2 or 3 issues, or was it 4 issues? No, they sent you the first 2 issues for free if you'd signed up early. But this one, they give you a mug. I like the mug. I don't need the extra minis.
Yeah.
So yeah, banging. I'm hyped for that.
Absolutely banging, mate.
Absolutely banging. Or as they say up north, that'll do.
That'll do, peg.
That'll do. Like, I won the lottery. How much you win? 3 million. That'll do. that's the Yorkshireman response. Like, but if something costs more than it should, like you know, like when canned drinks went up 10p. You what?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Enter rant. Oh dear. So what was it? Boyd is also leaving Facebook soon. Be messaging the actual mates I have, not Facebook friends that I'm going. Yeah, you know what? The thing is, I actually get a fair amount of interaction from Facebook. Is where most of my viewership comes from. Actually, I'm not great with Reddit. I managed to avoid Reddit from its inception up until recently, and I've tried doing a few things on there, and it was all right, but it's more time on something else. But yeah, it's just okay. Oh god, sorry. Idic Beer 40k just came in, and I actually read it in his voice. Nick
you
speaking.
do, don't you? You have to read it.
Nick speaking, and welcome to my video. And if you want to find
the
out,
hobby corner.
yeah, and if you want to find out more about Necrons and more, then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a video. Beam me up.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
How you doing, mate? Glad you could be here. Oh, it is absolute icon of the community, right?
I think I don't like to embarrass people here, but I think Nick is the reason a lot of people like me and you get into this hobby. And you know, when I say this hobby, I don't mean necessarily wargaming. I mean more the YouTube side of this hobby.
Yeah.
So
100%.
We see someone like Nick doing it, and we think if he can do it, we can do it. No, it's more like he's very helpful when you're getting started. And also, you know, it'd be very helpful to me now if I wanted to upgrade any cameras or anything like that. I know I could go to him for advice and mics and all kinds of stuff. He's more than helpful, and he creates a positive environment to share your stuff, and in the
community
Facebook group and that.
The community is amazing. So yeah, it's one of the great things about Mr. Nick Beer. You've made an amazing community for yourself, mate, and it's inspired so many YouTubers like ourselves. So I've always sung praise, and I love it seeing like they share with passion, like when people hit achievements with their things, you know, they've got X amount of subscribers or views or whatever, and we're all in there, we're like united. Hey. I love it. So so keep on doing what you're doing, mate, because you're going from strength to strength.
Absolutely.
And can I just say your last battle, I believe it was against Blood Angels. I mean, what a rip of a game. No, that's all I'm going to say on it. If you want to see more, hop over to Nick's Necrons and more, and you can watch a battle report that he did with his mate. Necrons, a really beefy Necron list against some Blood Angels, and of course that's Spud's worst nightmare because it's, you know, the boring army against the vomit army.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't sure until recently, or I wasn't aware until recently, why Spud hated Blood Angels so much, and then he said on a recent stream, I think, the reason. And it was, are you aware of the reason he doesn't like Blood Angels?
Was there Spud Angels?
No.
Did he always lose to them?
Yeah, basically, when he was into the hobby when he was young, there was two Blood Angel. I think he said something like there was two Blood Angel players in the store that he went to play in, and they were always horrible, like sort of mean to him and not nice to play against. And so it wasn't just the army; it was the people using them as well, I think, and that's why he doesn't like Blood Angels.
No, that's a fair enough reason.
I'm maybe misrepresenting Spud's views on that situation, but I don't really care. You know, he can correct me if he's still here. If he's not still here, he can't correct me.
It's fair enough to say so. Yeah. So yeah, Highland Pharaon, how you doing? Thank you very much for joining us. Surrounded with plastic boxes and magnets. Oh, okay, nice. Magnets are fun to play with, aren't they?
I love magnets.
And yeah, let us all know what you're working on tonight. And yeah, I'm working on a Vargar from Pagan Minis. It's actually the Vargar like leader, I believe. See, I told you I'd tone down the pink. It came out so bright. I put pink horror down right on the lips, and then layered these two on, Cadian Flesh, Pally Witch Tone, and then did a little glaze of Stegalon Scale Green, and it just ties it in beautifully, right?
Yeah,
and then but you got the fleshy pinkiness just underneath it, just on the gums. See, I make it up as I go along, and it comes out all right. Wicka.
That's for me. That's what a lot of people are scared of, making it up as they go along. But I think we're quite similar in that way. That sometimes we'll just try something, and it turns out like the last mini you painted. If you're trying to match a paint scheme from the last, you might not remember a recipe, but you try and match it. So.
Yeah, I do try sometimes to mix up, because I do get caught in a rut of following paint guides or whatever, especially when I do those videos and it's like, okay, this is the guide that they showed you, but you can tweak it a little bit like this, it's quicker and easier for you, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but I do like just having a nice mini like this where I could just make it up as I go along, be a bit more creative, and it feels so good, man. It's a nice palette cleanser.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what
I like a single mini, and one that's not necessarily in a scheme that you're currently working on. It's such a good palette cleanser. So that's one thing that even if I wasn't going to get into any games using the Pagan Minis, but yeah, even if I wasn't going to play any games with them, they'd be really good to use as like palette cleansers to just change things up a little bit for myself when I'm tired of painting green skin or tired of painting yellow armor on my Imperial Fists. I was going to say Ultramarines then.
oh.
Do you even Warhammer, bro?
Do you even Warhammer, bro? That's such a silly flex as well, isn't it? Oh man, I do like to throw that line down now and then. Do you even Warhammer, bro? What are we doing? We're in bed at the moment. Gone away for the weekend. Mini break. Oh, nice one, Nick. Enjoy it, man.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, that's the same reason Mr. G doesn't like Imperial Fists. So he had the same bad experience as Spud did with Blood Angels. Yeah, he does say that. It's not true. It's actually because he can't paint red, but it's too embarrassing to say so. Mate, all I have to do to paint red, and I know it's controversial, is just use Mephiston red. That's it. Yes, from Citadel. So what? So what, bro?
I like myself some Halford's red spray myself.
Oh, you know what? I haven't tried Halford sprays yet. I did the I've given the Armor Forge ones that were new with Element Games. I gave the black one a try. Lovely same sort of texture to it. Actually, that's what I base coated this with, so it comes out really nice. And I tried the Poundland stuff, which stinks of ammonia.
Yeah,
proper pongs. But I mean, like, and you know what? You think, oh, you know what? For £1, this ain't too bad. It's like, even though the can is about this big, I say about a third at most. It's got paint in it, and that's it. It wears out so quickly. But you get what you pay for at the end of the day, don't you?
When you spend those big bucks. I made the mistake when GW's Rune Lord Brass came out. I made the mistake of just picking it up off the shelf, taking it to the till, because I thought, well, I'm going to get some Necrons when I get one of these new starter sets, so I want the simplest way to paint them. Took it to the till. The guy told me, I had a few other things as well. The guy told me the price. I was like, that was more than I thought it was going to be, but I just paid. And then I walked out and I looked at the price of it and I was like, flipping heck. The metallic paints from GW in GW stores, 18 quid?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Absolute madness.
I had a moment like that when I got the Retributor armor. I was like, that's gone up, ain't it?
Yeah.
Give over.
Flipping
How
heck.
much?
Crazy.
I thought it was bad enough that the black and the whites were like over a tenner.
Yeah, they're like 12 quid or something.
But yeah, always 20 quid.
Yeah.
Give over, man.
Craziness.
So I can see why people have sort of gone for other things.
Definitely.
Especially because, like, even though you go over it with the stuff from the pot.
Yeah.
It's nice to have colours matching anyway. It makes that sort of step easier. But
yeah, definitely.
Let's see what I've got. Working on a new storage solution for my Necronami inspired by one of Nick's videos. Wow.
Very nice.
Very
awesome
good
stuff.
I'm guessing it's got something to do with those magnets you're on about, right?
Yeah.
I do love cleansing my palettes, says Void Captain Bazooka. Yeah, or you can get these disposable ones. They're quite cool.
I just put more paint on top of the paint.
I got those. Hang on. The only reason why I'm using these is because it's good for keeping track of your paint scheme. Like, you can just doodle on it afterwards and say this is what I used. I'll put them away. But yeah, I got. Did you get that with the lap rest or with the box?
Yeah, with the lap rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I never use.
No, because
I never paint on the couch. Yeah, I'm always painting at
you get it and you think, oh yeah, this is really cool. But then, like, you sit there for 5 minutes hunched over on the settee and you're like, oh, for Christ's sake, this is crap. You put it on the desk instead, and it just defeats the purpose. Except that you could just pick it up and put it somewhere. But yeah, now that Mortal Realms is coming to an end, I might start painting them now.
You what?
Nutter, absolute nutter.
It's a revolutionary idea, that painting the minis you buy. What?
Yeah. But late, almost near the end of the subscription, you decide to do it now.
Yeah. To be fair, I did with Conquest. I think I started painting around issue 60 or 70. I started painting the miniatures, something crazy like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was worth the wait because they came out quite nice.
Yeah.
Actually, just put paint on my brush and now I'm talking about something else. So here, one of the nicest minis to put together is actually Kurdos Valantian, sorry.
What?
The this dude on the floaty throne.
Floaty throne.
It is so well balanced, right? That I just like I put the throne together before I put the ghost on it, and I could actually stand it on the table, and it balanced nicely. So I thought, oh, you know what? Instead of just gluing it on the base and then putting everything on, I'm gonna put the ghosts on as well. Perfectly balanced, didn't tip over, and it's like the point of contact isn't that big. It's not small, but it's just nice and flat enough that it holds itself.
Looks.
But my favorite bit is this, right? The dude just slides into his seat. He does.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, see, look at that. Just slides in. You don't have to glue him down, so you can paint him however. Just slide him in. And it's great for storage. That's just
very nice.
And it doesn't come out too easily either, so you can move him around the table. Don't have to worry about him falling out unless you go too crazy. It's nice. And I've seen so many conversions of that mini as well. It's just it's got that perfect shape, you know.
Gorgeous. I'm not too familiar with that mini. I didn't continue with the Mortal Realms past issue 25 or 7 or something like that.
See, this was one of the nicer ones. Like, if you wanted to do a conversion or two.
Yeah,
because I
was looking at I was hoping to pick some up from Forbidden Planet, but I just never got round to it, kind of thing. So certain issues, but I never really got round to it, unfortunately.
Well, for anyone in the chat who do decide to pick up the occasional issue of Mortal Realms, I do have an affiliate link in the description below.
Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. Get yourself. Make sure you pre-order those Mortis Engine issues and the Celestant Prime issues as well. That's a 50 quid mini.
Oh, the Celestant Prime issue's coming up. I thought they'd already been out. What issue are we up to now in Mortal Realms then?
75 is coming out this week.
Oh, wow.
And that's the first issue of the Mortis Engine. 75, 76, 77. And 78 has the bases for the Mortis Engine and the Celestant Prime. And then the Celestant Prime is in 78, 79 and 80.
Nice.
So, nice way to end it. I'm going to give him yellow eyes.
Oh, that is a controversial decision. Are you going to paint a pupil in it?
We'll see how it goes. I'm going to layer up the yellow.
I believe in you.
Oh, yeah. Just let that paint sit. I'm not too worried if I make a slight mess of it, because I learned this little trick from Darren Latham when he did his little mini like painting thing on YouTube of how to like just add a bit of shade around the eye so that it covers up the mistake and it gives it a nice border.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a good night, mate. Yes, I have finished fixing the makeup. Look, it doesn't look. Here you go. Yeah, that's just with a layer and a glaze on top. Okay, see, it's fine. Bugger off. Which one is okay? Yeah, Uriel Yellow is next. Oh, that's an interesting sound. Oh, it's not making it now.
You dirty boy.
I'll get this mini painted at some point. Don't worry, man. It will be finished one day. I still got to catch up on the Mortal Realms stuff. My next target is to get everything painted up to issue 30 standard. And
issue 30, nice.
Yeah, I'm just do a little 10 issue update sort of thing, and then do the same again to issue 40, and it might overlap with the Imperium magazine, but because like the first two issues are, you know, over a month.
Yeah.
It gives me some time to catch up. I'm getting a lot of people asking, "Oh, do a marathon again. Do it again where you're on every evening." And,
oh man.
And I'm like, well, at least I won't be outside in all kinds of weather on a rickety little fold-out picnic table, like annoying the neighbours until silly o'clock. I'd actually be in my corner. So but yeah, I'll tell you what, this show's come a long way.
It's it's a big commitment to do something like that. I think you get people egging you on to do that kind of thing, but it's a big time commitment, and it's a big I don't know, it's a test of
endurance.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the word. It's like, can't think of the word now.
I mean, like, I did 9 days straight, and then did like a half-day finale with the Indominus box, and it was backbreaking, to say the least.
I can imagine.
And I only managed to do the finale because like the wife and kids were staying with family that weekend, and I could get the big fold-out table in the living room, and then that was when I discovered my indoor angle for recording, which was under the stairs.
Oh yeah.
So
I thought you were under the stairs years ago.
I was in the utility cupboard years ago to start with, and then I got moved out of there because we needed the storage space.
Yeah.
And then, plus it was pretty drafty in there. And then, yeah, I ended up under the actual stairs after I was like outside, and then yeah, we just moved stuff around upstairs because the wife needed space to do her business.
Yeah.
I need space. I was like, look, we'll sort out the room so that, you know, I have a corner that's mine strictly, and you have the rest of the room to do whatever you want with all your stock and shelving and stuff like that. This is my space. But of course, women, they don't see borders when it comes to space.
Yep.
She's always using my desk, always leaving her stuff on it. Oh. You know,
I just need to point out to all the viewers, the views expressed by Kev in this video are his own and in no way relate to my views.
Oh, don't worry, my wife's not watching right now.
She's had enough here. She couldn't watch.
Oh, that's harsh. Actually, she's been quite good at watching my shows lately, just to help out.
Yeah,
you know, like have it on in the background and that. So it's not too bad. Sounded like someone rimming before breakfast. Oh, when I was shaking the paint. Okay.
Yeah, it must be the shaking the paint.
Kev sounds like a troll living under the stairs in cupboards and corners.
It's like some kind of a goblin, a hobgrot.
Hobgrot.
Yeah, do you know what a hobgrot is?
I know what a hobgrot is. Yeah, I know.
God, yeah,
I don't think I'm anywhere near.
Ugly minis.
They're supposed to be ugly, though, aren't they? That's the thing.
Yeah, but like, something can be ugly and also be, I don't know, have some kind of appeal to it. But that, to me, I mean, everybody's different. There are some people out there that like them. But those minis to me have no aesthetic appeal whatsoever. So I'm just like, no, thank you.
All right, well, coming from someone who rims before breakfast, I'm going to say your opinion is slightly less important than mine. But, no, I'm joking. At the end of the day, it's down to personal taste and opinion, isn't it?
Exactly.
Exactly. But I can honestly say, if you think that these are goofy as hell, just look back at the like the old White Dwarf catalogs, the little metal things with all the squish faces and squish poses, and they're all out of proportion.
But you know what? We're not living in 1992 now, so we shouldn't have ugly minis anymore. We'd have ugly people these days, and we shouldn't have ugly minis either, because everybody's airbrushed. I mean, look at this soft focus I've got the camera set to now.
I know, you already got like 5 different filters on, haven't you? I thought your skin was too smooth.
No, it's just a trick of the lighting, I think.
Yeah.
Or just the maybe it's just the connection to you. It makes my skin look super smooth.
Well, yeah, like, the resolution is down a little bit, yeah. Just to manage, because my laptop is just
when we
like.
started, I was like, wow.
And the internet is just like.
Yeah.
Did you use a filter to get that glare on your head as well?
Yeah, it's all filter.
I love it, man. I want that.
Boom.
Like, I want to get a glare on my
studio lights.
Yeah.
I got the most. Edited.
You know what? I love these studio lights I got, but they are a bit overkill at times, and I wish there was like a dial or something where I could adjust the brightness. I actually I bought a pair of them because they were on the deal. So big shout out to Spud for linking me up on that when it came up.
Yeah.
But I only use one. Never need to.
I only use one.
I put both screens over it. From both of them.
Both screens? Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
To help diffuse the light just that little bit. Again, did fuck all, mate.
Yeah.
Did do anything to change it.
Well, in that case, I'm glad I didn't go for the ones that Spud linked me to. Mine's not too bad. Like I can look at mine and it doesn't feel like I'm staring into the sun or anything like that.
Yeah, you need one of those.
And it is reasonably diffused.
Yeah, those LED one. They're like the panel, and you can like
Yeah, I've
adjust
seen
it, change the
Luke's
color and everything.
recommended them in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, as a Father's Day gift, my wife got this ring light, like dirt cheap. So it fell apart out of the box. Like that is that cheap. Like, look, the sticker on it to tell you which button's which, like, just popped off immediately. It was terrible. And the cover for the LED lights just pinged off as well. But
yeah,
like you can clip it back in. But anyway, like it's
I think that's
a big
might
change.
be the same as mine.
It is a big change. Like, yeah, she got it from Mankind, I think. It's like
Oh,
£8
right,
or
okay, no,
something. But
mine's
like,
from B&M or somewhere like that.
yeah, I was like, oh, I like, thank you, that's really kind, but I could have got a better one for cheaper.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a gift, so I didn't want to seem ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Yeah, I was brought up right, you know, not like one of these youngsters stomping their feet. Oh, I didn't get a Bugatti for my birthday. Yeah, fuck off.
Did you not get a Bugatti for your birthday?
No.
Mate, I got a Bugatti for my birthday.
Piss off. Or is it a little toy one that you kit bashed for your orcs to be a boom dacker thing?
Yeah, no. My mate had a 118 scale Bugatti years ago. That's a fun story for you.
Ooh.
We used to have like a few 118 scale cars each, which were like about 12 inches long, something like that. I used to have a Jaguar XJ220. Well, you know, 12 inches. You can do a lot with 12 inches.
That's a whole lot of sandwich.
Oh yeah. So actually, they were probably 8 to 10 inches long, not 12. I think I'm exaggerating here.
There's always a bit of exaggeration, right?
yeah. You've got to exaggerate now and again. You know, embellish the truth. I'd say. Yeah. I used to have a few of them basically. They were essentially scale models, but we used to just play with them like giant toys. It was amazing.
Awesome. I love it. That's actually a wholesome story.
You get nothing but wholesome from me. Wholesome and rimming.
And rimming that wholesome.
Well, yeah. Rimming that wholesome. Exactly.
All right, so I've gone a little bit over the edges of the eyes, so like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get proper zoomy zoom, super zoom. So like, it's a bit of a mess on the eyes.
Zoom,
right.
Zoom.
Oh, really gonna lag up now, bruv?
Oh no, I've got it. Yeah, I can see it here. I mean, I'm like 30 seconds. Oh yeah, it's lagging now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Where's your eye, mate? Where's your eye? See, look, that's really messy. So what I've got is got some Rhinoxide. And I'm gonna water it down so it just pulls into the corners. Then it gets like a shaded effect and covers up those.
The old Darren Latham trick.
Yeah, Darren Latham trick. How's your orcs coming along? Your beast snaggers.
You know, they're coming along. They've got green skin now, but I've not done the shading yet on the skin. I just need to.
Racist.
What?
That's racist. How have they got green skin?
What?
Yeah, they have a grassy complexion. All right, you can't just call them green skins. That's derogatory. Derogatory?
Are you sure?
Derogatory.
Actually, we're thinking about it. It will be, because most things in 40k and in AOS, I would have thought as well, they're all like xenophobic sort of terms, aren't they, that they use? So yeah, that is technically speaking a derogatory term, I suppose. But the good thing is, they're not really alive, so we don't have to worry about
They're not real. Yeah, the carnivorous fungi with mad psychic abilities. We're good. We don't have to worry about their feelings.
So, yeah, they're coming along. They've got green skin now, so they look almost complete. Oh, they've got red eyes, green skin, and purple tongues. So, nice. I've got 3 colours on them at least.
So they got sneaky tongues, have they?
Yeah, super sneaky tongues. You never know what them tongues are going to get up to. Like, if they want to do some rimming in the morning before breakfast, you know, you won't even see them coming.
Before they do their crumping.
Exactly.
I'm gonna crump some crumpets. All right, boys, let's get going. Crump. I really can't make that eye any smaller. It's like it's just got like WTF, mate.
Well, that mad eye moody.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some serious damage control on it now. Let's get my full painting skills out. I might have to go to my artificer brush. I haven't used that in a while.
Artificer or artificer?
Artificer. Who the hell says artificer?
Artificer.
Yeah.
Artificer.
Read it out.
People who speak English correctly, I think you'll find.
I'm sorry. Is the Oxford Dictionary was written in Oxford, which is in what part of the country?
Oh, never heard of it, mate. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. all right, mate. All right. No pushing, no shoving. All right. All right. Let's see if I can give this Wolfie a bit of eyeliner. Oh yeah, I've turned him into emo now.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm an emo wolf, non-conforming.
Yeah, I'm gonna paint a fringe on him now. It's a bit too reflective because it's still wet, but done the job. There we go. Bang.
Ah, that's good. Very nice. Look, I can see, even though it is a bit reflective, you can see the shape of the eyes much better now.
Yeah. How's yours coming along? Can we see him, or are you waiting for the surprise reveal?
I mean, I can try and show you them, but I don't know how well it's going to come out on the camera. It's like, I mean, I've got to hold it here till it comes up on my feed as well, because I don't know if it's focusing. Is it focusing?
Your autofocus is switched off, maybe. It's not focusing, no.
I'll tell you what, I'll put that light on and see what happens.
I can see that you've done.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll lift the ring light up and turn it round so it's shining on my face, and then hopefully we'll get a better image. Ah, it's in my eyes. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that.
Hey, now you're a TikToker.
Right, watch this. It's going to be amazing. It's probably not going to work. Wait, it's probably just gliding out.
Oh no, it did as well. Yeah. Get that a bit closer. I want to get closer to
closer.
it. I want to be close
Still
to
see it?
you. Ah, no, it didn't focus. But it focused a little bit further out. So, yeah, that's good. That's good right there. That looks really good, man. Might not have to use your Blue Peter pictures after all.
Yeah. And then this fella here.
Oh, the light blared right off your face right then.
Yeah, it's good. It's on the brightest setting, so.
Ah, damn. That looks really good. That's nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice olive skin tone going on there.
Yeah, it's a very, very greenish. Well, it's a yellowish skin tone, and I take it back to green. I'll show you one of my other guys while I'm here. We can see them later, actually, can't we? Thinking about it. Well, I take it back to green by using a blue wash in the recesses. Yeah. So, because it's quite a yellowy green, it's Plague Bearer Flesh contrast paint. I use Athematic blue in the recesses, which is like a greeny blue, so it just takes it back to Reader's green. I like to use terms that I hear Else the Nation use sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, the volumes and it reads as and.
It reads
like
as come on. Ugh.
I think they're all acceptable terms. It's just sometimes
don't act like you know. You don't. No one really knows. Even the ones who've got like degrees in art and design and stuff don't really know. You know, it's just fair few. There's only like a certain percentage of them who really know, and that's when they
Yeah.
come out with stuff that looks near real life. The rest of us just don't really know.
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Can't
just
make
playing
that.
at it.
Yeah, we can make it simulate, but we can't quite get it. It's kind of like when you see CGI animation, and like sometimes it can be almost passable as real, and then other times you could just say, nah, that really isn't.
Absolutely. Have you seen Black Widow by any chance?
I have not, no.
There's a couple of moments in that, and it was like I was watching the first Harry Potter film, where he gets on a broom for the first time, and it just looks really unrealistic.
Really?
Like, it's just like, oh, what? Like, what was the budget of this film?
It was quite a bit, actually, from what I know. Oh man, actually, I just saw all the Disney Marvel movies that have come out recently. They haven't done that great at the cinema. And okay, yeah, that's partly to do with you know, pandemic trepidation, you know, people not really flooding to the cinemas. But the fact that the Disney Plus app has the premium access pass has hurt the box office numbers. So people, like, for 30 quid or 20 quid, how much ever it is, they could just sit at home for the whole family to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
In the comfort of their home, not having to worry about paying extra for the snacks, not travel, getting out there, worrying about COVID or whatever. They sit at home, watch it for cheap, and it ends up being so much cheaper doing that. And because of that, they're not getting the foot traffic in the cinemas and that. And I think Emma Stone, who did Cruella de Vil, is thinking about taking legal action against it, and so is Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson has taken legal action, and Disney is saying basically her claims are unfounded. It's like, how are they unfounded? Don't be ridiculous. If you weren't showing this on your app, more people would be going to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah, and the cinemas are gonna be kicking up stink about it as well, because they struggle so hard with the little time that they've had open. Yeah, and then you're gonna slap them with that. At least do like a 4-week thing, you know, like, because you know, like Sky Movies, they don't get everything straight from the cinema. There's a bit of a breather period, and then they have it. Why don't Disney Plus do that? And you know, it's all this at the end of the day. They're getting the money straight in their pocket, so that's 20 quid straight to them. There's no middleman about it. Whereas if that 20 quid got spent at the cinema, they maybe see half of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, here's the thing. But anywho's, I'm gonna. I don't need to watch that. I can use the Force. As I was saying before, like, I thought you was in an X-wing for a second. Like, yeah, I got R2 behind me.
R2.
Kevin Feige agrees as well. Though, to be honest, I mean, there was some negative publicity about Black Widow as well.
In relation to what?
From what I understand, like, because there was a massive breather from when it was originally advertised to when it actually gets advertised again and then put out, right? So the hype is already gone for it. But then a lot of people felt like changing one of the characters into female was kind of like a cheap switch. And I think there was other things like, you know, it's a bit too political and stuff like that. I can't comment on that because I haven't seen it. So like I'll save my comments for that. But from what I've heard, it's watchable, but it's not the best because it follows the same principles of, you know, you got your intro act, you got your story act, and then you have the third act, which is all out nonsense, fighting and explosions and stuff, and it kind of got boring by that point. And a lot of people who did like the movie, like the first 2 acts, but then felt like the last act ruined it. So there's sort of like different things about the movie that kind of didn't quite hit the market, I think.
Yeah.
And speaking of hitting the market, China's just basically said, yeah, no, we're not having any more Marvel movies at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. It's definitely going to hurt the box office for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the biggest takes have been in recent years have been for Marvel movies in China. Endgame had like a load of stuff cut out of it, but it still took loads of money there.
Yeah, same with Star Wars and that. Like even after the whole like poster fiasco, right, where they moved around certain actors.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's all controversial and political, and I don't like to get my head stuck in that too much.
Let's keep talking about it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to know. It's hard to know when to stop, or sometimes it just feels like, yeah, this isn't about wargaming anymore, and keeping it back on track as wargaming or a hobby live stream. It's like, oh yeah, should really.
It gets so easy though. It's a slippery slope when you see someone say something in the thing, and you're like, oh yeah, no, that's a thing. And you get talking about it, and then you get But no, yeah. So basically, GW had every right to do what they did. Disney are screwing themselves over, and Beast Snaggers look pretty cool.
Yeah. G's just said in the chat as well, Shang-Chi looks good. And I've seen the trailer for, like, each trailer I see for that, I'm like, yeah, I'm more into this now. I've never heard of the character before, but each trailer I see for it, I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
and I like the actor that's playing the lad as well.
Yeah,
he's from
and he's got Jackie
Netflix
Chan
series.
in it as well. So how can you not like it?
Jackie Chan's in it.
Yeah,
is he?
I swear he plays the Mandarin in it.
No, that's someone else. Who is that? It's not Jackie Chan though.
Oh, don't do that moment where it's like the rush hour moment. Don't call me out on that.
Who is it? I can't remember.
I'm not Chris Rock. No, his name's not Chris Rock, is it? It is Chris Rock.
You think the whole Chris Rock, Chris Tucker thing? Don't get started on that. Those are two Chris's that appeared at the same time. That was the problem.
Get the name mixed up easy, innit?
Yeah.
No, it's Chris Tucker, isn't it? Not Chris Rock. It was Chris Tucker. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. We're going to get shut down now.
It's just, yeah, because the first name, innit, it's the last name that confuses you. But,
yeah.
No, Shang-Chi is quite an unknown character to me as well. Like, from the comics I have read, it was sort of like a side character, and it was never like a front one. But
yeah,
I never read a comic with him as the main. So it'd be interesting to see what the Legend of the Ten Rings is all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm stuck between a Rock and a Tucker place. Oh.
Whoa. that is chat of the night. Chat of the night. You should have an award every week for chat of the night. That takes it right there. Competition over.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I want to show the actually the last picture that you sent me. So I'm going to show it off anyway. And this is here's what I made earlier picture. I really do like the skin tones on that. It's really nice. You're going for blue nails as well.
The GW are doing that at the minute. It's like it's actually Talasar blue, which looks like a kind of ultramarine blue in the pot. But I think it's because I put it over the plague bearer. It gives it that sort of greenish tone.
Yeah, almost turquoise, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's similar to what GW are doing. It's like I'm basically ripping off the heavy metal scheme using contrast paints. That's what I'm going for anyway. And it's fun. It's good. I'm really enjoying painting these beast snaggers. You asked what I think about them earlier, and painting them has been a pleasure so far. They've been absolutely fantastic to work with.
I'm glad, man. I noticed there's a blue plastic figure just there.
Oh, that's the what do you call it? The ref from Blood Bowl, the dwarven ref.
I thought it looked like a dwarf. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the beards, the male skirt,
Yeah.
sorry, and like there's a book there. Oh, that's got to be a dwarf.
Yeah.
So you're working on multiple things at once, and
Oh yeah, like I built this one a little while ago, thinking I was going to paint it soon, but I just didn't start painting it. I started on something else instead. But yeah, this is one I kind of want to spend a bit of time on this dwarf too. I want to try and push myself to blend some really nice skin tones on him and stuff because he's got a big head for a little fella.
yeah,
And he's got a big arm and stuff like that. So I think it's a challenge for some Caucasian sort of skin tones there for me.
nice. No, I enjoyed that. I really like your Orkies, and I've really enjoyed our little catch up sesh, man. It's been
It's
nice.
been really fun.
Been nice, just chilling out, chatting. It's felt like just hanging out at a game club and just like idly chatting as we do stuff. And of course, I've barely painted anything as usual.
Yeah.
But hey, look, it doesn't look like he's wearing makeup anymore. And the eyeliner look has died down, so actually it's now that it's dry, it's blended in nicely with the fur, so it looks like a really dark recess.
Very nice.
I'm happy with the eyes. So a bit like, but you know, like I'll forgive it. You only need to take a picture from one angle, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for being on the channel, dude.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Oh mate, anytime. There is one thing I want to do, so bear with me for a moment. I want to get those links back up so everyone can click on them, subscribe, and enjoy it. So magic moments.
Do you know the next
Christmas
bit? I have no idea what the next bit
Quality
is.
Street every year for like 10 years.
I'll never forget the smell of the sweat when she took her drawers down. My dad always used to sing that. It's like flipping it. Oh, never thought I'd whip that one out on someone else's live stream.
That was like a left hook out of nowhere. You dirty dog. Oh my days. Oh my days. So yeah, I want to just bring up YouTube Studio Saga, just get the link, copy paste, put it in the chat. Rage, insurmountable rage. But you know, like it's just your beautiful radiance is just soaking up all of the focus of my internet connection at the moment. So you know,
don't worry about it, man. It's fine.
Either that or the little one started downloading tons of stuff on my phone.
Probably, and it's probably paying for it as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, you still?
You've not got a.
Oh. You awake?
No.
No, I'm asleep. Ah, dear. I actually had the kids tell me that a few times before. I was like, hey, Ragnar, are you awake? No, I'm asleep. Okay, mate. By the way, here we go. Here we are. Finally, I'm on. I got the chat open on Studio. Wow. Can you be any slower?
Finally.
This is just like I had to kill the music just to help.
Yeah, when I'm about to go raiding someone on Twitch, I always have to kill the music first.
Yeah,
because it just starts messing with things.
Redonkadonk, right? It's a whole lot of redonkadonk. Oh, you've disappeared from the screen right now as well. Sorry about that.
Oh, well. That's all right. But can they hear me still?
Oh, of course they can.
Excellent.
Right. Copy that. Cancel changing that. There we go. And paste. And that is not the bit that I wanted. Thank you very much. Delete. And we'll cut this. Control X. There we go. So there we go. We finally got there. There's the YouTube channel, and of course, here's the Twitch channel. So go check
Boom.
that out. 100%.
Thank you very much for that.
Anytime, man. Like it's unspoken rule that if you're gonna have an amazing guest on, you help promote them. So do you want to like have your moment in the sun, chill out a bit?
No, man, I get
yourself?
sunburn. So it's been a pleasure being on the stream tonight. Really has. I've actually got a little bit more done than I thought I was going to get done. And I'd love to come back on again in the future. But in the meantime, you can find me in the links that Kev has kindly just posted in the chat there. YouTube.com/Big Mek Danskull and Twitch.tv/Big Mek Danskull. You can help support me in a number of ways. Subscribe to me on Twitch. And all that jazz. You can find me on Instagram as well. If you want to see what I've been working on this year, my 365 minis, it's Instagram.com/Big_Mek_Danskull. Boom.
Boom. There you go. Amazing. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'll definitely have you on again. It's been a pleasure, and I liked hanging out, man. You know, if I ever get the time, I would like just to have like just an evening just hanging out, no cameras. And
Well, it's been no cameras. That's I'm not just gonna just perform for you, you know. I bring my A game to this.
Oh, we'll go shirtless though
for the millions and millions of fans.
We can go shirtless if you want. But no, yeah. No, I really have enjoyed it, mate. And yeah, nothing but love for you. So thank you so much for being on. And of course, for anyone who has joined the show and you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button on both Big Mek Danskull's links and on mine as well. And don't forget to hit that bell icon and select all so you don't miss a single video, because otherwise it goes to personalized automatically and it just randomly shows you some stuff. As for supporting the channel, there are plenty of ways of doing it. Just liking the video is great, sharing it as well. Watching the video from beginning to end, that's a content creator's wet dream.
Massive support.
There are loads of social media links as well, fantastic groups for Facebook down there as well. You got my Instagram, Twitter and all that nonsense. I'm never on Twitter really, but I have it there anyway just in case. And yeah, if you want to show your works of art and your work in progresses on Instagram, use the handle, hit hashtag THCKev, and then I'll get to see it straight away. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, there are plenty of ways to do so. You can go to Element Games to order your bits and pieces for hobbies and use that link because it gives me a little kickback. And if you use the code, you get bonus reward points as well. So it's extra money back in your pocket. And Forbidden Planet is there if you want to get yourself some Mortal Realms magazines. And this is really cool, I actually got my first membership on Buy Me a Coffee. So wow. I actually have a member. So he's paying £5 a month, and he gets to have some really cool exclusive perks as well. So I'm really excited because I actually get to do something with it now. So
£5 a month. You've got some expensive coffee down there.
Oh yeah, it's very expensive down here, but you know, like that'll buy me a coffee and a cup of tea. You know,
brilliant.
But yeah, so thank you very much. To our they said they didn't want to shout out, but you know what? I'm gonna say thank you very much. So big love to you, and I'll put your name in the next video, so be all glittery and stuff. So yeah, thank you everyone. Big love to you. I hope you all stay safe, you stay beautiful, and you have a fantastic weekend. And I'll be here again on Monday at 8:30. Some more Mortal Realms stuff. we're going to be playing the Flesh Eater Courts against the Nighthorn again.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the Flesh Eater Courts don't stand a ghost of a chance.
I'm done. Have we finished yet?
Yeah, we'll go.
What a note to leave on.
Right, I know the ending is always like drawn out, so I have to end it with a little jokey joke. So, anyways, big love to you. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hang on. I got to do my traditional polka outro. Oh my god. Oh, I've had a good night when I'm wheezing, laughing,
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. It's almost there. Oh, come on.
Bizarrely, there's like 5 seconds delay on the stream.